guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective for the full moon in Libra. The full moon is occurring, I'm on the east coast of the US, so it's occurring at 12:34 a.m. on the 6th. That means it'll be around 9:34 p.m. on the west coast on the 5th. So please check your local listings. And it's happening at 16 degrees of Libra. So the best way to find out how this full moon will impact you directly is to find 16 degrees on the outside of your natal chart. So find Libra, the glyph around the outside for Libra, and find 16 degrees. And what house does that fall in? There are 12 houses. We all have them. There are 12 signs. We all have them because most of us use Placidus as the house system. Sometimes houses can be split. So you really want to look at the degree. You want to find 16 degrees of Libra. What house does it fall in? Doesn't matter if there are planets or not. If you have planets at 16 degrees, especially of the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. If you have anything at 16, let's say 13, 14, let's say 14, 15, 16, 17-ish degrees. Anything around the mid degrees of the cardinal signs. Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer. I'm saying it a second time. If you have any planets or points there, you will be more impacted by this full moon than the rest of us. I have lots of stuff going on. At 16 degrees of Libra, that's where my Mars and my IC are. And right opposite that is my MC in Aries. And I have other stuff going on. Not quite as impactful as that, but like the full moon hitting my Mars is pretty impactful. So check your natal chart. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to explore it with you. I tend to come here and curate what I've gleaned from astrologers that I respect and follow and admire. I am an astrologer as well. I have trained for that. But I'm newer at it, so I tend to, go with people who I've followed for a long time and who really know their stuff. Half of them are saying it's a volatile full moon, and the other half are saying it's a beautiful, supportive full moon. And so I'm a glass half full girl. And so I'm going to focus on what's happening right across from the full moon, because a full moon is always in opposition to the sun. So we have the sun in Aries, and directly across your zodiac wheel is Libra. That's the polarity. And the sun is kissing, like holding hands with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. And so I'm feeling this is a healing full moon. If we, with these oppositions, to me, it's always a tango. There's a negotiating, right? We have to kind of negotiate those energies. And I feel like this time, the full moon is asking for us to surrender to what needs to be healed. What is the sun shining a light on? Where are our true wounds, especially in relationships? Because that is the domain of Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So this is Venus's full moon in Libra. So I'm going to stick with that, if that's okay with you. I'm going to go with that. There are other things happening that it's not that I want to bypass it. It's just that we have a lot of energy coming up in the next lunation. I keep saying it's a new moon in Taurus solar eclipse. It's not. It's a new moon in Aries. We have 2 Aries new moons this month. It's not this month. We had the last new moon in March was in Aries, and I keep forgetting that it's a new moon in Aries. So if you hear me say new moon in Taurus solar eclipse, just ignore the old lady. It's just that my mind just, insists the way it is, but it's not. It's a second new moon. That's why it's a black moon. It's a black moon. New moon in Aries solar eclipse on the 20th. And we got enough to contend with when we enter eclipse season. So I am opting to say we need to surrender to what can we let go of from our wounds? A, what has healed? And B, what are we just overindulging with? What are we over-identifying with? Aries is our identity. What are we over-identifying with in terms of wounds and hurts? That this Libra full moon says, yeah, time to let go of that. Okay? So I'm going to pull from Sacred Traveler, as I like to do. Let's look at where we have come from, where we are, where we're headed. Ah, beautiful. So where have we come from, fellow travelers? Support is all around you. So very true. Fellow travelers, it's almost like we've all been on this journey, especially since, I'm going to say since the beginning of Aries season. We've had a lot of crap come down in the last month and a half. Mars was powerful, and I'm feeling like this, we moved into Aries season. We had Saturn moving signs before that. We, moved through the equinox. We have the Aries season and the Aries sun and the Aries new moon. And then it was like Pluto in Aquarius. And we've all kind of been supporting each other, pulling together. I've seen it in the comments even. I don't usually have people piggybacking on other people's comments. There's been more of that lately, especially for those of you who have been, quite frankly, brave enough to be vulnerable and to share your experiences so that you can realize we're all fellow travelers. We're all walking similar paths, different but similar, and support is all around you. And where are we now? Protected by angels. We're cherished and protected, not just by our angels, but by the ascended masters, by our spiritual guides. And a lot of angel numbers, sacred numbers, master numbers have been coming up lately. I've seen, 33 and 44 and 11 and 22. And I've seen a lot of numerology that's been telling me, the angels are watching and guiding. Where are we headed? Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Beauty is a Libran word. It's a Libran creation. So we're protected, we're traveling together, and we're opening up to a wondrous universe. And we've got to kind of offload the crud that is holding us down, holding us back. And I feel it. I feel it for all of us. Like I'm right in there with you. So I'm going to do a little abbreviated Celtic cross. And then, as you know, in the extended, I go all around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, and I'll give you all individual full moon readings if you so choose. Oof, Temperance. Perfect. I like that we're showing up here. Our present energy is about patience, is about transmutation, is about, that energy that says in time everything can come into flow and balance, but in time we can transmute dark to light, sadness to joy, separation to oneness. Beautiful energy. Yeah, because here's what's crossing us is a painful ending. But it's the end of a painful cycle, which is good, and we're healing that. Remember I said I'm seeing this as a gentle full moon because Aries is shining the light on Chiron. There's something that needs to be healed here. And underneath, I love this, the Fool, the wondrous universe. We're preparing to take a leap into the next leg of our journey. In the past, Eight of Swords, getting hung up on things, overthinking, the paralysis of analysis, second guessing ourselves, self-doubt, lots of stuck energy. I love that we have this in our unconscious awareness because it's like we're trying to break free of something that has been painful and holding us to that pain. And we're trying to transmute it and be more optimistic. Hermit in our conscious awareness. The Hermit in our conscious awareness is good to me because it's the part of us that guides ourselves to true self-awareness. Yeah. Sometimes the Hermit is the guide. Sometimes it's the guide within us that says, I know where you need to go next. Hang a left. It's like our inner GPS. And it is about self-awareness. It is about introspection. It is about gaining insight. But nobody can walk that path with us. Even though we already know we have fellow travelers, we have to trust that we're protected by angels on this more solitary part of the journey. And we're all walking that because it's part of our ascension. Four of Swords in the near future. There's the healing. Chiron coming in for the healing. Wow. And these last three cards tell us about what needs to be healed, the pain we have experienced with regard to a King of Pentacles. To me, in the relationship readings I do, the King of Pentacles represents a masculine archetype. Doesn't have to be a man. It is a masculine archetype of life partner, right? Someone who shows up for you in 3D. Who's there, who says, yeah, we're in this together. And they're pretty settled and pretty stable and pretty reliable and pretty dependable. And I think whoever this person is, that's where the pain, that's where the wound occurred. That's where the painful ending occurred. That's where the healing is required. And look what the last card out is, the Sun. And I want to say, because we're in spring now, and you've heard me sing it before, a few of you, this card being the last card out on so much stuck energy, and yet an inner knowing, like, I want to break free of this. I want to break free of this. I want to transmute this dark energy. I want to heal this, but I have to know myself better first, and no one can help me through this but me to some degree. That's, what I'm saying about your specific situation. You can come here for support and help and guidance at any time, but I can't walk that part of the path with you, is what I mean by that. And I feel like I want to sing, little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter, right? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's all right. I will accept my Grammy in the comments. I just feel that energy here. I feel Libra telling us it's all right, little darling. We're in spring. It's all good. Oh my gosh. Temperance and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, healing. There it is. Healing. There was a Tower moment. Look. Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Ordinarily, you'd be a freaking power couple in 3D. For some of you, could have even been a marriage. So if you identify with that, if that speaks to you, fine. It's not the primary energy that's coming through, but it's definitely possible. And there was something that absolutely fell down. And I'm feeling like the temperance energy is supporting the healing here and supporting the transmutation of something very dark, very painful, no longer sustainable. Could have even happened pretty recently. For some of you, this tower moment feels recent. All the swords energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 fire energies, very fast moving. It feels more recent to me. So I think that's what you're trying to transmute. That's what you're trying to heal. The Fool. High Priestess popped out. Ace of Cups. Hanged Man. Lots of Pisces energy, Aquarius and Pisces energy here. Underneath, I think you're kind of like, with this Hanged Man, there's the surrender. You know, your inner knowing that there's something more. You might need to take a chance. Especially if you see this person, King of Pentacles, as the love of your life. So there's this calling to your intuition, this calling to your inner knowing, your higher knowing even sometimes with that High Priestess, that it's time to take a leap of faith. And the Hanged Man, which is also Pisces energy, both these cards are super spiritual, but in different directions, right? He's hanging upside down, waiting for some enlightenment. She's channeling directly to the divine. And smack in the middle is the love of a lifetime. Your true love. So you may be working through some measure, especially for this full moon, of releasing any fears attached to taking a leap of faith, any hesitation in terms of trusting your intuition, your inner knowing. Eight of Swords in the past. Okay. Oh, I don't know why this Page of Swords is in here upside down. So that's pretty important. I feel you're stuck because you have been trying to figure out if this person is trustworthy. Like, am I being played? It's coming through as a question. Has you totally stuck. You're about to take a leap of faith. And all the Danger Will Robinson signals are going off. Pardon me, I just dated myself. Right? Telling you, you're not safe. Do not take that leap. You don't have enough information. You don't have the clarity. You don't really know who or what you're dealing with here. It could be a trap. It could be a trap. I'm playing out my Lost in Space Danger Will Robinson voice. It's a trap. So you've been stuck. Okay? Join the club. If you're new to the channel and you're at all getting anything out of this reading, join us here by subscribing. Hermit in your conscious awareness. Wow, 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 wow. Ugh. So your inner guide, here's the Hermit, right? That's the journeying. What are we journeying? What do we need to understand about ourselves? What, and then once we get it, once we grok it, once we understand, once we have the insight, once we've traveled the path a bit, What do? We hold the lantern out and light the path for others. You're not even going to believe it. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Wands. The path to reconciliation. What will it take? What do you need? You need emotional availability. You need someone who comes to you with an open heart and with an offer from their heart, with nothing to hide and no hidden agendas, right? No hidden agenda. So I think you know yourself well enough now at this point that you know that what will reconciliation take for you, you know what you need. You need emotional availability and vulnerability. Right here. Oh. Four of Swords in the near future. And if they're going to jump, they need to jump. Oh. Okay, so Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Healing this feeling that you are really all alone. And and it's funny because the Two of Pentacles is this energy of feeling torn. Am I really all in this by myself? Or is there an opportunity for reciprocity, for a relationship of equals, for some equal give and take? Somebody who gives as much of their time, their heart, their energy, their resources, their spirit? Or am I really kind of in this by myself? So I'm feeling that Two of Pentacles as that energy of you're trying to sort out what you're really dealing with while you're in this process of healing and kind of feeling alone in it. And the Nine of Pentacles isn't a shrinking violet by any means, but she does represent the single person in the tarot. Lots of people, like the energy of the Nine of Pentacles always comes through to me as she's very highly desired and she's looked upon as, oh, that's what you need to aspire to. That's the kind of person you want. So therefore she's a little intimidating and ends up being on her own. And you've heard me say, always a bridesmaid, never a bride with the Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like if that's what you're feeling right now, is like, oh, not again. That's what I'm channeling here. And there's some healing around that you kind of have to settle on for yourself with regard to, well, is this ever going to be a relationship with equal give and take, or is it just going to be very one-sided? And that has been coming through in the readings a lot lately. All the individual zodiac readings, there's that similar theme. So let's look at the Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Sun. So what's your next step? What do you really want? And there's that Two of Wands. Twos are always about choices and decisions, and wands are about desire. Like, what do you desire? What is it you want? And what path do you believe will get you there? And then what do you need to set in motion to make that happen, to manifest it? Which would be the next card out, would the Three of Wands, is like the ships coming in. And here's Libra, our full moon. right? We've got some fire energy here, which is Aries sun saying, what do you want? What's going to bring in that balance and that harmony for you? Well, maybe some truth. Maybe an opportunity to clear the air once and for all. Maybe that, if we had this opportunity to clear the air for whatever has brought in this heartache, it would result in bringing in some balance, in bringing in the harmony in the relationship. Because if that's what you really want, you can manifest that. Not for the full moon, but for the next new moon, which is in Aries. Okay, so that's what I have for you for this part of the reading. I do want to go through all the signs just to, based on this the energies that came out here. I'm going to go through Aries through Pisces. They're just mini readings, and if you are in the channel membership, that comes up on YouTube and it's timestamped. If you are not in the channel membership and you go and purchase the extended, please copy and paste the timestamp so at least you know where to move your cursor or your radial, whatever you call it, so you know where to go for the signs that you want. I do take the time to timestamp it, so it's not as easy by having to look at it and then move it to that point, but it's the next best thing. Okay, so the link to that is below. Full moon in Libra, blessings to all. Full pink moon, blessings to all. And I will see you in the extended. Otherwise, bye for now.